Hey beautiful babes, how's it going? And welcome back to my channel. Now for today's video, I am going to be reviewing the BH Cosmetics with Laviedunprince. I am super excited about this palette because you do get 12 shadows in here. And these are super pretty. You get all rainbowy and then all neutral, so I thought it would be super fun to do one rainbow side on my right eye and then a neutral side on my left eye. When I tried to dig into this palette, I couldn't really find much on YouTube. I only saw about, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 reviews. However, I did see a super pretty rainbow kind of gradient look thing. I don't know how to use words today. So I'm going to do that on my right eye, and then I am going to do a more nude look. Look at this, excuse me. I am so tired. I started my second college class today, and I am just exhausted. And then on my left eye, I'm going to do a more neutral look. I am kind of in love with this packaging and with the butterflies. This does retail for $18 at Ulta. You do get a pretty good sized mirror in here. And I am in love with the like metallic duochrome, whatever you want to call that. I think that is so pretty. So first what I'm going to do is I am going to go in with my Tarte, maybe there's a hair, my goodness, my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. You guys know this is my favorite. It is in shade Fair Light. I have had this forever. And then I am just going to take my Bretman Rock brush and just get some concealer on the very tip and say a silent prayer that this works correctly. I can't figure out what to do with my hair either, and I have allergies, so that's a great time. Now I am just going to go right underneath the brow, and just kind of press it. I'm not trying to carve out the brow or anything, but that is where like the primary amount of pigment is gonna go, so I do want to make sure that you can like, bam, wow, I know I look like a crazy person. Ugh, allergies. So sorry, you guys. Alright, now I am going to take my BH Cosmetics 11 brush, it's just this flat packer brush, and go into the shade. I'm going to go in with this pink shade called La Vie is right here. And we're just going to get that on the very tip of the brush. This color is so pretty. Like, can we just take a moment and, oh, can I just drown in that, please? I'm going to tip off the excess and then go in, this chair is so squeaky, to right here and just kind of pack it on like so. I promise I'm not getting any on my brow. My brow hairs are just a little out of control right now, so just ignore that. I've been so off today, guys. Like, today has just been a super off day and I don't know what's going on with me. Alright, next I'm going to take another BH Cosmetics number 9, nope, this is a 9. And go into this orangey shade Monarch right here and just place that next to La Vie. And again, just getting it on the very tip of the brush and packing it on like so. This kind of is like a denser brush, so I might have to go back in and touch up that pink. And there is a little bit of kick up in the pan. I'll show you guys in just a moment. So some people care about that, some don't, but there is just a little bit of kick up just because these shadows are so pigmented. Next, I'm going to take my, maybe not, my goodness, dropping things today, my Anastasia Beverly Hills brush. I'm just going to take the flat packing side and go into the shade Noelle, which is this yellow shade right here. And we're just going to place that right next to Monarch and hope nothing fades out, which I am a little concerned about. So I do think I'm going to have to build this up quite a bit because it's not really like a neon yellow. Alright, that looks pretty good. And then I'm going to take another BH Cosmetics brush, imagine that, and this is the number 8 brush, and I'm going to go into shade Cocoon, which is this lime greeny shade right here, and just try and get it on the very tip of the brush, like so. Oh, this color is so, all of these colors are so pretty. And again, we're just going to lay it down next to Noelle, and we're just going to kind of go past the brow. And we're just using stamping motions, and we're just going to kind of wing this out. We'll fix that in a second. And then the next shade, I wish my lids were bigger because it would have been like bam, 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 and not having to like make this not look like an accident. And then I am going to take another angled packing brush and go into this beautiful blue shade, my goodness, here at the end. Again, just getting it on the very tip of the brush, dusting that excess off, and then just placing it right there next to that green and just kind of winging this out. Alright guys, so I am going to drop some more things on the floor. I am going to touch these colors up and then I will be right back. Alright guys, so I did go ahead and carve that out with some concealer and then bring it down to the rest of my eye. I am going to go ahead and take a Sonia Kashuk kind of flat-ish brush looking thing. Actually, I lied. I'm gonna take a different Sonia Kashuk brush, and this is just their big fluffy eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Metamorphosis, which is this nice kind of glimmery peachy shade, and that's just gonna go right all over the lid. This chair is so squeaky, I am so sorry, and I'm literally just putting that everywhere. Just all over the lid like so. I think what I'm actually gonna do is go into the shade Real, which is this gold metallic, and go over Metamorphosis because it's almost too yellow. That'll work. It gives it a nice pop of shine, and I am going to repeat the same steps on my lower lash line. I'm going to go ahead and grab that number 11 brush, go back into Lavied, and just ever so gently put it on the lower lash line to kind of smoke it out near the inner corner. And then take the same brush I used earlier for the orange color, which is that BH Cosmetics number 9, not 6, 9, and go into Monarch. And just stamp that color in. I wish it was almost like a brighter orange so it gave more of a punch. It blends really nicely with the Lavied color. And then last but not least, well, not even last, I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills brush and go into the shade Noelle and kind of stamp it on the outer corner. Just kind of smoke it out. And I am just gently going across all the colors to blend them together very nicely. And then I am going to go ahead and give this a little bit of a twist and go back to that Sonia Kashuk big fluffy brush that I was talking about. This chair is so squeaky. And I'm actually going to go into this purple shade right here called Sueño. And I'm going to be very careful and just very lightly go in and try and get this on the tip of my brush only, and tap this on the lower lash line as well as right above the upper lash line. And we're just going to try being the key word here. I might have to get a smaller packing brush, but I am going to kind of place and pull down just right above the lashes. And kind of on the inner corner as well. This part's tricky. So we're going to pack that outer corner so that'll be super vibrant. And then bring it down to right above the lash line and get that really nice angular shape. I might need a smaller brush for this. And we're just trying to get that angular shape, but with my hooded eyes it's super difficult because they hate me. And then we're just going to bring that purple, yeah, it's not working the way I want it to, and just buff it towards the inner corner with what's left on the brush. It's not really doing what I wanted it to do. Because I don't want it to bleed into these other colors here. I don't think that looks horrible, but that's not what I wanted it to do. I think I'm going to actually just fade it out a little. Alright, so I'm going to clean this up because it didn't do exactly what I wanted it to, and then I will be right back and we can do the other eye. Alright guys, so I did go ahead and actually cut this with some concealer and then put the pink, orange, and yellow shades there. I am going to be applying foundation, so hopefully that concealer will blend in. It's not super great, but I mean, I don't think it looks completely horrible. It definitely needs to be blended here more, so I think I'm going to just take a clean brush and just buff this pink color a little. So it's not so harsh. That looks a little better. It is kind of doing something weird here right though. It could just be the shadow because of my lighting. Now I am going to go ahead and do a look with the nude row on my left eye. I was thinking about doing kind of the same kind of shape as this one, but honestly, that's a lot of work. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to try and use every color in this row as well. So I'm going to go into the shade Cocoa first, and we'll just hit the outer corner of my eye and go out and then up into the crease to just kind of give it that shape that I'm looking for and kind of darken this outer corner super nicely. This is such a nice like mauve-y brown, like deep brown that I am just so in love with. I think this color is so pretty. It's blending so nicely. All right, and then the next shade, because that is so pretty, the next shade I'm going to go into, I am just going to take my Brett Rockman brush and go into the shade 1992, which is the shade right here. And just go ahead and take that on my Bretman Rock brush, dust off the excess, and kind of hit the center of the crease and into that first shade Cocoa. Now there is a lot of kick up in this shade 1992. I know some people care and some don't, so I am just putting it out there. And this is like a really nice mauve brown, which is blending so beautifully with this shade Cocoa and giving me like a really nice kind of pinky rose-ish color. And we're just gonna layer and layer this shade because it's so gorgeous. All right, and then the next shade I'm gonna go into is going to be Migrate. And that's this pinkier shade right here. If you can see like all the kick up from 1992, there is quite a bit there, so it's up to you. But it, like, you just blow it off. Super easy to get rid of. And I'm going in with my BH Cosmetics number 8 brush and just going back into that crease and kind of the inner corner and just building a ton of dimension for this pinkier side. I think this is so pretty. This could be like a super nice everyday look. And it's so simple. And I think what I'm going to do now is actually mix Migrate and 1992 together and go back in the crease and kind of towards that inner corner just to give this a bunch of volume. And then just take it down on the lid as well. Such a pretty color combination. And then I am going to go back into the shade Cocoa, which is this darker brown shade. It was named after his dog, which I think is so sweet. My hair, again, what is with my hair in every video, you guys? Oofed. And I'm just going to go ahead and hit that outer corner again and up into the crease one more time, just to darken everything up, which is going to be super nice. And then I am actually hitting like the outer corner and just blending. Because I think that is such like a pretty gradient effect right there. Oh, living. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and use my finger because I'm all out of packing brushes because I need to buy more. And there is quite a bit of kick up from the shade Migrate as well. And I think actually before I do that, I'm going to take this super intense BH Cosmetics brush and go into the shade Horchata, which is this white shade. I don't know about you guys, but I love, and I mean love, horchata. I think it is so good. It's so amazing. It's like the best drink on the planet. I would drink it every day if I could. My family drinks it on holidays, and oh, so good. And I am just taking horchata and putting it on the inner corner right here to just kind of brighten it up because it is such a beautiful color. I'm just putting it right there. I think before I do anything else, I am going to go back into Migrate in 1992 again with another BH Cosmetics brush and just pack it on the lid there. Like so. The faces I make while I'm doing my makeup kill me. And then we are just going to put a little teeny bit back into the crease. I do a lot of touching up. I'm like, oh, it's fine. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. So sorry, not sorry. All right, that's looking pretty good. Now I am going to take my finger and go into the shade Brio right here, which is that super pretty gold shade. I mean, look at that, you guys. Like, oh my God. Yes, this is amazing. And I'm just going to pack that right on the center of the eye. I should have cut my crease, but I didn't. Or the center. I know what I think I mean. But this is so pretty, like, without it. I mean, I'm definitely going to have to layer a little bit. I think that is so pretty. Yes, I got a bunch on my face from my nails. Hello. And I think I'm going to actually dust off the super concentrated brush from BH Cosmetics and take the other metallic-y shade in here called Metamorphosis. And it's also super, super pretty. This is more of like a peachier one, whereas Brio is like a gold one. Both super gorgeous. And I'm just going to use this as my underbrow highlighter, like so. I'm actually going to go over Brio just in the very center of it to give it a little bit more of a kick. And then in the inner corner as well. Now this eyeball looks like ice cream, kind of living for it. These colors are so, so pretty. I do think I'm going to take Migrate and 1992 again and just smoke out this lower lash line. because hello, yes, please, thank you, God. I think these two colors are so pretty. And we're just gonna place it there and clean that up a little bit. Alright guys, so I am going to clean this side up a bit. Go ahead and pop on a lash and mascara, and I will be right back. Alright guys, so I did go ahead and pop on some lashes, mascara, blush, foundation, highlighter, and a lip gloss. I think that was all I did. I didn't prime my face because this is all going to come off after this video is over, because it's like 10 o'clock at night here. I think the colors in this palette are so amazing. I'm definitely still in love with this like rainbow little swoopy look I have going on. I think it is so pretty. This side is definitely more of like an everyday casual look that I would wear, and this is definitely more like Pride affiliated. And Pride month is this month, so woo woo, yay us. But I definitely think this one is super pretty. If I would have left the highlight kind of off of the inner corner just a bit, I think it would have been so amazing. These are Lily lashes in the shape Miami, I think is what these ones are. I love these lashes. They're so amazing. I definitely think the versatility of this palette is amazing. Definitely because you could do like a nude look and add a pop of color, or the other way around. The shimmers in here are so pretty. I wish they were just a little less yellow tone. I am curious to see what this rainbow side looks like without any primer. So I'll probably have to try, excuse me, try that in one of my next videos, but I think this is just so gorgeous. The purple in here is super nice. The yellow I just wish was a little brighter, as well as the orange. The nudes over here are so pretty. I did kind of do like a Neapolitan kind of ice cream. It's like pink, shiny brown. But that's definitely more of an everyday look. I am using my Tarte Chrome Pot highlighter. I will bring you guys in closer for a final look, but this is definitely another palette that I will be reaching for more often. And I love this packaging. The butterflies are great. Since it's only $18, I think the pigments in here for 18 bucks is a super great deal. So let me go ahead and bring you guys a little closer. Alright guys, so here you are all zoomed in. These lashes are about to fall off because it is super late and I didn't use enough glue. But I am liking the neutrals over here as well, and like I said, this super rainbowy side, I think it's really pretty. I do like how I cut the purple here and how I kind of swooped it out. It is kind of all the way to my temple, but I do think it is super gorgeous. And again, this is more of the left eye is more of a like everyday look that I could probably do, and then this eye is like for when I'm gonna go out or whatever. But I definitely think I prefer like the brightness to this side when I do to this side, but I think both are super pretty. Make sure to go ahead and give this a big ol' thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe, ring the bell so you get all of my notifications, and then if you're not already, go ahead and follow us on IG and Facebook at Make a Mess Beauty, and I will catch you on the next one.